Welcome back to Grand Fandango. We've made it to the town of Rubacava. It's very different from the city of Elmore that we left and is less aggressively spooky than the petrified forest, but you can see how the mist clings to the stones. It's a suggestion that this is maybe part of a ruin of something that once led elsewhere. There's kind of a clash of sensibilities here. This building looks like a big saguaro cactus, which seems like it should be fun and outgoing, but we don't really get that sense of it from here. Feels like there should be people coming and going. Their absence is conspicuous. Glottis is remaining behind. We're going to look for a place to hide his car so as not to draw too much attention to ourselves. I suppose the only thing to do is move forward. This guy looks a little familiar.
This guy looks familiar.
Manny agrees.
Mr. Flores, I'm ready to take you now.
Manny Calavera. Is that you? Didn't you used to be taller?
Yeah, this is our first client, Celso.
I'm here to reclaim that walking stick.
I broke it over the head of some hideous monsters in the forest.
What are you doing here?
Well, if you must know, it's about my wife. I got word that she passed away not long after I, and that she too was crossing the land of the dead on foot. It is said that all lost souls come to Rubacava, so I came here to wait for her.
Oh, that's sweet.
You must love her very much, Celso.
Yes, this is true. Of course, she also has all of my money.
Does she? How does that work here?
How do you know your wife hasn't gone ahead of you?
Oh, Manny. If she had arrived here first, surely she would have waited for me.
Surely.
I'll help you find your wife. What did she look like?
Oh, here. I got this from the DOD and made copies to hand out. Isn't she something?
She must have been beautiful with skin.
Weren't we all?
I'm looking for a woman named Mercedes Colomar.
Well, no one's come through town by that name, and you can take it from me. I, too, am looking for someone, so I watch the comings and goings around here very carefully.
Okay, yeah, I do trust that.
So, know a good place to stay in town?
What's your price range?
Somewhere around the high end of nothing.
Then maybe, young man, it's time you started thinking about a job.
Can you get me a job here?
Have any skills?
Sales?
Well, that does qualify you for a certain position, but we only have one mop. I'm sorry, Manuel. I've got to get this place ready to open.
Right. I'll let you know if I see your wife.
She'll be the one asking for her beloved Celso.
Celso, I hope this is a mosaic floor that you're mopping, and not carpet.
I hate the way mustard spouts get all crusted like that.
Can I take some?
I have bigger things on my mind right now than condiments. The glove compartment on the bone wagon is full of tiny ketchup and mustard packets, not to mention soy sauce. I really don't need any more.
Yeah, Glottis and I are pretty similar in that regard, as most regards.
Maybe I should place a personal ad.
I tried it, believe me. It attracts the wrong kind of women.
Oh, we're looking at the newspaper here. I thought we were looking at the teacup.
Maybe I should place a personal ad.
I tried it, believe me. It attracts the wrong kind of women.
Okay.
All these doors have numbers and pictures of food on them. What's number 22?
Lengua.
Wow. It's been a long time since I had a tongue. Hey, how do you open these?
You wait till we start serving. That's how.
Hey, how do you open these?
You wait till we start serving. That's how.
We've explored this place pretty thoroughly. I'm just taking it for granted that there's nothing in the foreground. But I think there's always, hopefully, an arrow to suggest when there's more to the space to actually explore. Like, just from what we can see of this, there would be a corner here and here that we can't currently see, but these indicators let us know where the action is. I actually think this is really nice design work. Like, look at this. I wonder if that was an original work by somebody who worked on the game, or if they saw this somewhere. I mean, I'm sure they took some kind of inspirations from existing places while making this, but it's just a cool effect to see in a game like this. The fact that they have these still cameras also allows them to not worry about the lighting being dynamic. They can just kind of paint one scene and worry about the composition of that. Like, I bet that somebody drew this in concept art, like the figure of Celso here and the perspective of the room going in this way. And I wonder if you actually looked at this like from all angles, if the perspective would stop making as much sense. Like, this might give you some ability to exaggerate some angles, and if you looked at it properly, it might start to skew a little bit. But there's something to be envied in their ability to do this, to really put this work into composing a single scene from a single perspective. There's gotta be somewhere else I can go here. Is there another way through in here? Could I keep going? Maybe I talk to him more? I feel like I exhausted all our dialogue, but let's be sure.
Are you sure I can't sleep in the back?
There's only room for one.
Oh, man. I like that that dialogue is answering a question for Manny, but it's also telling us more about Celso and his position at the same time. In just a really subtle way. I'd want to get up to here, and I kind of thought I'd be able to do that from here. Do I have to go back down this way? I might do. I believe I could go over this direction. So let me try that. No. Yes.
Ooh!
Oh, that fog was heavy. Oh.
You gotta watch your step around here, stranger. Rubacava ain't the quaint little port town she used to be. Well, hell, looks like there's a new vessel in town. Pardon me whilst I go check her out.
Oh, I'm cold. I'm shivering. Why? How? Well, I immediately love that kindly sea captain. I feel like this is not the best idea, but let's try it.
I think I'll wait for the fog to clear before I try exploring town again.
Yeah. All right. Let's go see what these two are up to.
Well, actually, it's mostly stock with a few mods here and there.
So, would those be glass packs I'm hearing, or turbos?
I kind of feel like those lines of dialogue were reversed. I might assume that they're still talking because their mouths are moving, and it just doesn't matter what they're saying. That's what I'll imagine.
I've always wanted one of those jackets.
There was this one high-pitched whine it was making, really grating noise, you know? And I searched and searched, but I couldn't find the source of the noise until we pulled in here.
Was it the blower?
No, it was Manny screaming in the back like a cat tied to a cruise missile.
That's a good one.
Hola!
Hey, Manny, Dockmaster Velasco here says he's got a place we can dry dock the bone wagon for a while.
Oh, yeah. We can't leave a beauty like this out in the fog, or her chrome will get pitted.
Pitted? Did you hear that, Manny?
You folks gonna stay in Rubacava for a spell?
We're here looking for a woman named Mercedes Colomar.
I'm not too good with names. Did she have any distinguishing marks or a tattoo?
Not that she showed me.
Well, like I said, I'm as good with names as you are with the fog.
She did indicate that she had a tattoo that she wasn't going to show us because of where it was. And
How do you get around here with all the mist?
When you've strolled these docks as long as I have, Pilgrim, you know where you are by the smell of the sea, by the sound of the lonely foghorn, by the icy touch of the cold, salty air.
Wow. Manny, could I have an eye patch?
Dock Master Velasco. I could listen to his voice all day. What, This is actually a good question.
Can I just ask, what is under the eye patch? Because I know it's not an eye.
Oh, well, when I was alive, I had an eye patch like this. This one's just for the phantom pain. And that one eye socket used to scream like a banshee when the trade winds blew, so I plugged her.
Oh, imagine having phantom pain and being a skeleton. Oh, that's the worst thing I can imagine.
I might be here a while. Is there any work in this town?
Well, there's lots of work down at the docks, but it's all union work. And I just don't see you in that union.
Hey, Manny, we were in the middle of a conversation here.
Hey, okay.
I'm sorry, guys. Okay. Oh, this is the picture of Celso's wife.
It's Celso's wife. Actually, I don't think skin would help.
Can I show this to the Dockmaster?
Ever seen this woman?
Oh, if this is the woman you're looking for, take my advice. Forget about her. She sailed out of here weeks ago in a cozy portside cabin built for two, and she wasn't alone.
Oh.
How do you know she sailed out of here? I don't believe it.
It's a tough break, Junior, but you gotta face it. Here, look it up in my port log if you want it in writing. 6 weeks ago on a Tuesday. Ticket for two, paid in full. I cracked the champagne on the bow myself.
Hey, Manny, we were in the middle of a conversation here.
Hey, okay.
Look, I know how you feel, son. Once I lost a very special lady myself. I waved to her from the docks as she sailed out of port, and I never saw her again.
What was her name?
The SS La Mancha was her name, but don't make me talk about her, because I just can't do it.
If Celso's wife was that nicely accommodated, then maybe she was a much better person than him. And maybe I shouldn't be ragging on her looks the way I am. But she did kind of keep going, leaving Celso behind. And he's with somebody else. So, complicates that picture. I think I got some bad news, Celso, my man.
How about in the attic?
That's the boss's office. You can sleep there when you're the boss.
Okay. Well, I think I gotta show you this.
Celso, your wife sailed out of here 2 months ago with another man. It's all in there.
Oh, Manny, is there a greater constant in nature than the treachery of women?
Forget about her, Celso.
Have you forgotten yours? I'm going after her. You take over my job here. This mop at least will never let you down. That compass in the handle will sure come in handy too.
Huh.
boss. You gonna come downstairs? I got a customer asking for you.
You know I don't like to mingle with the customers.
Well, you may want to mingle with this one. She sounds like your type.
Well, looks like a quiet night in old Rubacava.
So 1 year later, we go from mopping the mosaic floor to running a casino, I guess. And just that fact and the white suit is enough so, like, you recognize the Casablanca homage. And, like, just knowing that there's a woman here to see us, like, just you get a feeling that there's something in store. Oh my gosh, I love that exchange. I completely forgot about that whole exchange with Celso that happens there, where he turns the tables on you, giving you the stick, and the mop is his walking stick that he's refurbished. Or maybe he was being tongue-in-cheek about that, and that wasn't actually true, and he was just doing a callback. But the turning of the tables there, and also, like, the unexpected development from Celso, that he's introduced as just kind of this scared guy that we're told wasn't that good in life, and he's going to go off and struggle in this afterlife. But even knowing that maybe his wife has betrayed him and isn't as faithful as he was, he's still romantic enough to go after her. That's really cool, and I like kind of the parallel intersecting journey he's having with Manny. Wow. All right, Rubacava. Let's get to know each other. Oh. It's funky somewhere. Go check. I mean, yeah, as if it weren't Casablanca enough already. I did not tell him to walk over here. I guess he just wanted to show me this space. I am going to go check in with this coat check employee.
Looks like Lupe's been in the sugar again.
Lupe?
Evening, Lupe.
Lupe.
Hi, Manny. I have to tell you about my new organizational system for the coats.
None of my dialogue options acknowledge the organizational system for the codes. Let's get to business.
Bogan coming yet?
Yeah, he's down in the casino, probably enjoying his usual lucky streak.
Bogan.
How's the flow tonight?
We're dead tonight, Manny. Everybody's back home for the Day of the Dead, I guess. Except for the casino. The casino's hopping. Why is it that all the people who don't go home are the same people who just love to gamble?
Well, I guess when you've got nothing to go home to, you've got nothing to lose.
Hey, we should put that over the door.
We should not. Yeah, it's exactly 1 year later, so it's the Day of the Dead again. And we're dead tonight, Manny. Love that.
Everything okay back in the land of fur and fedoras?
Everything's in order. It's beautiful. I can't wait for people to come in and try the new system. It's so cool. Want to hear about it?
All right, we get to acknowledge it now.
Okay, tell me all the details about your new coat check system.
Yay! Okay, I found all these plastic tiles in the back, left over from the automat, and guess what? They all have numbers on them. So what I'm doing is, I give one to everyone who checks a code in and... Manny, you're not even listening to me. I go to all this work organizing your coats, and you don't even care.
Lupe.
Forget it. Don't pretend to care.
No, I want to hear.
Hup. Oh, I'll tell someone else about it. Someone who cares.
It would be really rough to change the subject to this. I mean, like, you know, not really, because I'm sure that whatever dialogue she'll give me now is not changed from what it would have been before we went down this pathway, but I can't even conscious like this at this point. Let's push this. Let's try to double down and be better.
Please, tell me all about your new coat check system, really.
Don't patronize me, Cal.
All right. I think we're just going to leave this left unsaid, but we'll know that we're thinking it.
Okay, back to work.
Okay.
So, she's waiting for me. I don't remember where she said this customer was. I'm guessing on the casino floor, which seems like it would be downstairs, but I'm curious what's in here. Okay, that's the way out. Calavera Cafe. Oh, we've really remade this place in our own image. So, I'm not sure I understand the layout of this now, though, because the cafe was right inside before, wasn't it? Have we walked through it to get here? We're just skipping it now that Celso's not here? That could be it.
Hello, Manny.
Hola.
It's not syncing up with his hands at all, but it's a nice song. And it's a very gentle song for someone as big as Gladys to be playing. Don't mind taking my time to go see this customer because it's clear we don't like mingling with customers. We don't want them to get used to it.
I guess Gladys is good at anything that uses keys.
I was about to say out loud, do cars use keys? And then I realized the joke he was making. I'm guessing this is a Spanish word. He's not going to say, carnal. He's going to say carnal, but I don't know what that means.
Quiet night, huh, carnal?
Day of the Dead ain't good for business, Chief. But last night, remember last night, Manny? Oh, wait!
What's that you're playing?
Oh, this is just a little, love song for a special lady.
Sing a little bit of that song, why don't you?
Well, I only have this part. Bone wagon.
I like it.
That's the special lady. All right. I'll share this with Gladys. He knows where I'm coming from.
You think she'll come in tonight?
Who, my special lady?
No,
Maybe he doesn't.
Meche.
You know what, Manny? I think she will. I got a feeling tonight's the night.
You know, when we leave, I'm actually gonna miss this place.
Aw, Manny, why can't we just stay here? We got our fancy club. We got 3 squares a day. Max lets me take the bone wagon out on his kitty track once a week. Plus, we look good in these clothes.
Gladys, I can't live in this world forever. It's not where I belong. I've gotta find Meche and help her. Because if it weren't for me, she'd have been on that train a year ago.
Okay, Manny.
Well, I'll let you get back to practicing.
I don't need to practice, man. I'm good.
You are pretty good. I'm confused that you listed 3 squares a day as a perk, because I don't think Manny can eat. Maybe you can. I wonder what you eat. Maybe everything. Like booze?
Ah, Marillo de Oro. A very fine liqueur filled with solid gold flakes. Nothing but the best for my customers. My rich customers.
I was feeling proud of myself for remembering Oro was gold, and then he said it.
Yes, I better take this with me.
Ooh.
For safekeeping.
Absolutely. Ooh. Got some characters here. Oh. I think I recognize this guy.
Le numéro gagnant, le 19, rouge, entre les passes. 19, red.
That's a great accent. Is this Bogan? Anyway.
Mesdames et messieurs, faites vos jeux, s'il vous plaît.
Chow Chilla Charlie in his regular booth.
Ladies and gentlemen, please
I thought this was
press
our
your
other
bets.
customer who we sealed in that coffin.
Mind if I sit down, Charlie?
Of course not, Manny. I mean, it is your club, right?
Oh, I'm trying to remember the name of this actor. Was it Peter something? I feel like when I was a kid, there were references to him in everything that have kind of just dried up over time, which makes sense. But he's such a recognizable character.
Right. So what are you doing in it? Didn't I tell you not to come back until you can pay your bar tab?
Oh, or they kicked me out of that cat track for printing fake betting stubs. So now I have to come here, Manny, which I love.
What a grease ball.
How did you print fake betting stubs?
With this. Isn't she beautiful? The last time I was incarcerated, I shared a cell with the most dishonest con man I ever met. He was strictly small time, and I managed to steal this from him quite easily.
Thanks. You never know when this may come in handy.
Hey, give that back to me, Manny.
Maybe once you settle your bar tab, eh, Charlie?
Oh, Manny.
I love that. He stole it from the most dishonest, petty thief that he ever met, petty con man, and Manny just absolutely turned that on him. I love having that energy as a protagonist to just do that, and we don't even have to tell him to.
What else can you counterfeit?
Nothing. Anything.
So can you make passports?
Manny, you still think like a living man in so many ways. No soul needs a passport. We are all citizens of the same nation, and our king rides a pale horse.
So no passports?
No, that little hologram is so tricky, you know?
I like the back and forth where we, as the audience, don't know whether passports are a thing. And he really makes it sound like they're not a thing. And it's like, yeah, they're a thing. And you're telling me you can't print them? He's like, no, I can't.
How about driver's licenses?
Sure. Just, give me a recent picture, $50 in, about 2 weeks, okay?
When I think of something I need, I'll come back.
I'm not a wishing well, Manny.
Yeah, I'll give him a little backhanded compliment here.
That's a nice suit. Where'd you steal it?
Manny, if you learn to play the odds like Chowchilla Charlie, then maybe you too can have a suit this fine someday.
I like to repeat their names regularly so they stick in a little better. So he's Chowchilla Charlie. The one at the coat check is Lupe. We have another employee here named Bogan, who I think is the guy at the roulette table, because we know he's an employee and we know he's on this floor. The dock master was Velasco. And I think that's everybody we know of here right now.
Why aren't you over at the roulette tables?
The roulette is for lonely widows and Frenchmen. Why don't you get some slot machines, Manny? Everybody, old women, little children, they all love slot machines. And I have a system, an infallible system for beating them.
No, you don't. Aren't you a Frenchman?
I'll think about it.
I can tell when you're just humoring me, you know?
All my friends are lonely widows and Frenchmen.
Except me, Manny. I'm here to keep you sane.
I have to think harder about his accent now, because I really thought it was a French accent.
I think slot machines attract an undesirable element.
Oh, well, we're all undesirable, Manny.
Yeah, but your credit's no good to boot. Tell me your system, Charlie.
I can't tell you my secrets, just this. You have to become one with the bandit, Manny. You have to get inside the machine and make it want to pay.
On second thought, stay away from my roulette tables. Well, I've got a club to run, so...
Oh, yes. Please, Manny. Get on with your glamorous life.
Thanks, I will. You may have noticed there's
Leader, Noir
dice
Paramount,
printed on the
number
seats.
2. Two is the winner. Your chips, monsieur.
This is also just a Casablanca character.
This must be my lucky day.
Mesdames et messieurs, faites vos jeux, s'il vous plaît. Ladies and gentlemen, please
I hate
place
to
your
interrupt
bets.
him, but I
Mesdames
really
et
wanna
messieurs,
talk to him.
rien ne va plus. Ladies
honest
and
roulette
gentlemen,
croupier is
betting
hard
is
to find.
closed.
And guys like this, even harder.
No more bets, please.
Everything okay down here?
I'm going to need some more chips if Monsieur Lucky does not call it a night soon.
Ooh.
Le numéro gagnant, le 28, noir, Peripas, 28, black.
I don't think any of these are the person I was supposed
Mesdames
to
et
meet.
messieurs, faites vos jeux, s'il vous plaît. Ladies and
So I'm
gentlemen,
not sure I'm in the
please
right
place
place.
your
I
bets.
do want to talk to these people, but I do want to figure out who it is that was trying to see me. Is there anywhere else I haven't gone? I don't remember where Lupe said she was. I thought she was going to be here. Can I check with Lupe again? I know I have at least one unspoken line of dialogue with her. Maybe that'll expose it.
Evening, Lupe.
Hi, Manny.
Think she'll come in tonight?
Manny, you ask me that every night. What am I supposed to say?
You're supposed to say, yes, I think tonight's the night.
Yes, I think tonight's the night that you finally go nuts from waiting for the grand entrance of Ms. Mercedes Colomar.
I love her voice.
Let's try that again, shall we? Think she'll come in tonight?
Yes, I think tonight's definitely the night.
Thank you. It's my fault she's out in the woods alone, you know.
If you say so, Manny.
Okay, back to work.
Okay.
Alright, that was not informative, but it was fun. Where am I fucking going? Was there another place up here? This just goes back up to the balcony, right? Oh, this is my office. But she's not here. Okay. Is this where I sit for therapy?
Ah, to sleep. Perchance to have nightmares about spiders and beavers.
Do I sleep as a skeleton?
Can't. What if Mecha makes her big arrival and I sleep through it?
I guess he does.
No moving furniture when I'm in my tux.
Oh, we're walking around this side.
Ah, Lady Luck.
Oh, this is how we cheat at roulette.
Le numéro gagnant, le 26. Noir, Peripas, 26. Black.
And I can hear... Is he gonna say...
Mesdames et messieurs, faites vos jeux, s'il vous plaît. Ladies and gentlemen, please place your bets. Mesdames et messieurs, rien ne va plus. Les jeux sont faits. Ladies and gentlemen, betting is closed. No more bets, please.
But I don't know what they've bet on. So I can't necessarily manipulate it so they lose. Unless 3 is the only
Le deux,
option I have.
Noir, Perimanque, number 2.
Okay, 3
Two
is the only
winner.
option.
Your chips, monsieur.
Merci.
Mesdames et messieurs,
I thought that
faites vos
would,
jeux, s'il vous plaît.
magnetize it.
Ladies and gentlemen, please place your bets. Mesdames et messieurs, rien ne va plus. Les jeux sont faits. Ladies and gentlemen,
not sure what
betting
that's
is
doing. I
closed.
think we're gonna wait and see if that gets explained more at some point. Okay. So this is our office here. We're just gonna walk through it. Go downstairs. I wish I remembered where you told me this customer was. But like, this seems to be the direction to go. So I'll try going back here. This is just the easiest way to keep talking to new people. Alright, my friend here didn't help me.
Le numéro
I
gagnant,
mean, is
le
this
zéro,
the person?
Perimanque.
I don't think
Zero.
this is somebody Lube would think I would be interested in talking to.
Mesdames et messieurs, faites vos jeux, s'il vous plaît. Ladies and gentlemen, please place your bets.
Police Chief Bogan. Rubacava's finest.
Oh, this is Bogan.
Rubacava's only, for that matter.
I thought Bogan would be
Mesdames
my
et messieurs,
employee.
rien ne
Yeah.
va plus.
You know, some people say you should always walk away from the table when you're on a winning streak.
Oh, yes, but I'm feeling extra lucky tonight.
Les jeux sont faits. Ladies and gentlemen, betting is closed. No more bets, please.
Oh, this is our lucky guy, huh? Because he's got all these chips.
Ah, my bread and butter. Thrill-seeking rich folk with a poor grasp of statistics and probability. Not while they're losing. Ah, my bread and butter. Thrill-seeking rich folk with a poor grasp of statistics and probability.
Oh, I can't even really talk to these
Le
people.
deux,
They're
Noir,
like treated as one
Perimanque,
entity.
number 2. 2 is the winner. Your chips,
okay.
monsieur.
There's really not too much
Again?
to do here.
Mesdames et messieurs, faites vos jeux, s'il vous plaît. Ladies and gentlemen, please place your bets. Mesdames et messieurs, rien ne va plus.
Sounds good.
I know it.
Wait. Okay, that's just across the room. I'll try going out the front door. I don't know where I'm supposed to go though. Oh.
Meche?
Manny, help me. I've been lost for so long. Why didn't you look for me?
I did. You ran off. Why?
Because you said I was no good. I've been all alone in the world for a whole year. And it's all because of you!
What? Is that Meche? Oh. Meche.
This gonna be an annual thing with you, Manny? Every Day of the Dead, you toss your bones into the drink and I fish 'em out?
I don't plan to be around that long, Velasco. As soon as I find out where that ocean liner's going, I'm after it.
Ho ho! That ship's going to Puerto Zapato. That's the other side of the world. Ain't no ships going out that way but the old Limbo here, but...
But nothing. If the Limbo's my only hope, then I'm already on board.
Well, good luck, son. That's all I got to say.
Isn't Zapato shoe? I'm guessing that you, with your Spanish-speaking knowledge, will catch more jokes in here than I would. I just noticed the moon is a skull. Oh, we have to walk over here to look at it. Not too far. Oh.
It shone pale as bone as I stood there alone, and I thought to myself, how the moon that night cast its light on my heart's true delight, and the reef where her body was strewn.
Oh, I got an achievement for that. Something I really like about this game is that it's kind of a trope. If you have a mechanic where your main character goes up to things and says something about them, for that to be kind of a soliloquy, where it's something your character is saying but other people can't overhear you in the universe. Like maybe it's just a thought your character is having. But in Grim Fandango, other characters are not only paying attention to that, they'll respond to it, whether you're talking to them or not. I mean, it doesn't happen every time, but it happens at all. So I am not sure what was going on with that bird. Was Meche talking through it? Was it imitating her? Because she did really seem upset with us. I mean, we've got to go after her.
The SS Limbo needs a little TLC. I never was that good at the high jump. Dang, these short legs.
Gonna go through the gate?
It's locked.
I know, I locked it.
It's locked.
I know, I locked it.
Well, give me the key. I will sail this ship myself.
That Dockmaster Velasco is one salty old bag of rope.
You should see his wife.
I thought you were married to the sea. Not that you said that, it's just the vibe I got. I love his theme song and how it just came in. It's like that.
All right, so I'm ready to sail.
On what?
On the Limbo, man. Let's go.
Manny, the Limbo's not a passenger ship. She's small cargo, son. And every hand on board works.
It just started raining really hard outside.
I'll work.
What are your skills?
Sales and restaurant management.
Oh, hey, there is one opening on the Limbo's crew.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's in the engine room. And your buddy Glottis would be perfect for it, but he'd have to get his own tools.
Does Glottis not have his own tools?
Okay, if I get Glottis some tools, can we board?
He can, yes. No offense, Manny, but there's just no place for you aboard the Limbo. She's fully manned already. In fact, her whole crew's on board, ready to sail at dawn. Except for that one guy.
Who's the one guy who hasn't boarded yet?
Yeah, well, Seaman Naranja's a little late, but he'll be here before they sail.
I like how Manny's already talking in the past tense about Naranja's job.
What job did Naranja have?
He ran the galley.
Aha! Restaurant management.
Yeah, it's similar to what you're doing now, except the fish is fresher on the Limbo.
Again with the eating. Manny keeps saying like, oh, I miss eating, but they're eating fish on their ship.
What if Naranja doesn't show up? I can fill his spot, right?
Manny, you're not even in the Maritime Union.
I know that, and you know that, but we're two guys who can keep secrets, right?
Glottis is exempt, but the captain will ask for your card. And if you don't have one, they'll serve you to the sharks like chum. And what's worse, I'll get fined. That's a tough union, boy, and I don't mess with them.
So you're not the captain. Okay.
So let me get this straight. If I get Glottis some tools,
Then I can get him a job on the Limbo.
and if Seaman Naranja doesn't show up for work,
But he will,
and I get a Maritime Union card,
which you'll never get.
then I can sail on the Limbo in the morning.
Jeez. I guess so.
I mean, this is how Manny got to be boss of this place in a year. He makes things happen.
What kind of tools does Glottis need?
Authentic CB equipment only.
Where do I get authentic CB equipment?
Why don't you ask a CB? Afraid of getting stung?
It's good writing, I think, to create questions without answering them right away. Now I'm curious what on earth a CB is.
Where do you think Naranja is?
Probably home selecting recipes for the trip.
What's going on in that bottle? A tugboat?
have been
This
wondering about
happens
this.
to be a perfect scale replica of the SS Lumbago. I'm just having a little trouble getting the walking beam to fit in the neck here.
That's funny, because a lumbago is usually more of a problem in the lower back than the neck.
Yeah,
Nothing. I'd better go finish packing.
You do that, son.
Guarantee that ship was named specifically for that pun. All right. We've got our goal set ahead of us. In no uncertain terms, what we have to do. I think this is a good place to save and a good place to take a break. Till next time, see ya. Bye.